Act 5、またシシリアに戻る。そして、Florizel, as son of Polixenes, arrives in Sicilia. そして、he is welcomed by Leontes. もちろん Leontes はまだ、パデタを認められないけれども、パデタまでも自分のアイデンティティを知らないです。でも、Florizel は the son of King Polixenes, ですから welcome hither as is the spring to the earth と言っています。So back in Sicilia in Act 5, Leontes welcomes them as is the spring to the earth. ですから spring、前は冬物語、今度は、春物語、そしてまだパディティのアイデンティティはまだ発表されていないけれども、Leontes speaks to Florizel。そして、Leontes の言葉は面白いです。普通、シェイクスピア学者が説明することができない言葉です。You have a holy father. Who is holy father? 教皇様。You have a holy father. A graceful gentleman. Who is a graceful gentleman? The Holy Father, the Pope. Against whose person, so sacred as it is, whose person is sacred, the Holy Father. I have done sin. Who has done sin? Henry VIII has done sin against the Pope, the Holy Father. ですから、Polixenes equals the Pope in Rome. ただ、Polixenes は、Florizel のお父さんなのに、どうして教皇様にも、息子がいるでしょうか。でも、16世紀の教皇様には時々、密かに子供がありました。ことにアレクサンダー・ボージャ、Alexander 6世 who gave permission for Henry VIII to marry Catherine of Aragon. He had many, one son, famous son, Cesare Borgia, and a famous daughter, Lucrezia Borgia. ですからそれほど例外がありません。そしてパウロ3世、イエズス会の創立を認めるパウロ3世も結婚していました。それでも、I say echoing other words in Cymbeline、ですからこの前の話はシンブリンについてでしたので、イアキモという半分悪人の方がイムジンに対してポスチュムスについての話はちょうど教皇に似ています。まだパデタのアイデンティティがまだ知られていないけれども、やはりポリクセニスプラスカミロがついてきました。それだけではなく、シェパードもついてきます。そして、パデタのアイデンティティを知っている方といったら、シェパードだけです。そして、シェパードはパデタのアイデンティティを証明することができます。ですから、シェパードreveals the hidden identity of Perdita. そしてみんな大喜びとなっています。Full of wonder. ただ、そのことは on stage ではなく off stage となっています。シェイクスピアは時々大事なものを on stage、時々もっと大事なことをオフステージとします。例えば、マクベスの場合、 So Macbeth comes away from the banqueting hall of Duncan. If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere will it were done quickly. ですから外です。そして he goes up the steps to the bedchamber of Duncan. And he kills Duncan off stage. We don't see the killing of Duncan. But afterwards he comes back to his wife. He's done the deed. And when in King Lear, when the eyes of Gloucester are put out, that is on stage, the most cruel incident on stage ever presented. And this is by Shakespeare in the famous play of King Lear. どうしてそうしたか。シェイクスピアはやはりいろいろな意味があるでしょうけれども、今度はthree gentlemen appears. Shakespeare always thinks in terms of threes. 三つ。これこそシェイクスピアの秘密です。いつも三つについて考えています。そして three gentlemen concerning revelation of all identities ですからシェパードのおかげで、それからカミロのおかげで、そしてポリクセニーズのおかげで、すべてのアイデンティティが発見されることになっています。そして four lines. They looked, so everybody there looked as they had heard of a world ransomed or one destroyed. A world ransomed or one destroyed. A notable passion of wonder appeared in them. Wonder. Shakespeare no 特徴の一つは Shakespeare, one of Shakespeare's key words is wonder. It so happens that the wife of a friend of mine in Texas is named Wonder. So I say, you have a very good wife who is so wonderful. Such a deal of wonder is broken out within this hour. この1時間の間に such a deal of wonder, their joy waded in tears. つまり joy and tears go together. ですから面白いことにも涙が出てきます。If all the world could have seen it, the woe had been universal. The woe, joy and woe are woven fine, clothing for the soul divine. Every wink of an eye, some new grace will be born. Some new grace will be born. Grace. ですから three gentlemen are speaking about all the revelations, but not yet, not Hermione. Hermione はまだ登場していない。There remains a final scene. これは最後の場面ではなく、その最後、first of all you have the sheep shearing. No, first of all you have the return of Florizel and Flora Perdita to Sicilia, and they are greeted by Leontes. And then you have the other ship arrives with Camillo and Polixenes and the shepherd, and that is described in this second scene. And there remains the third scene revealing the resurrection of Hermione. Up till now, everybody has thought that Hermione is dead. And Paulina has kept them thinking that Hermione is dead. But now Paulina says, please come to my house. I have a chapel, and I want to show you a new statue that has just been completed by the famous Roman sculptor Giulio Romano. So the final scene at the house of the noble Paulina, the wife of Antigonus, who was eaten by the bear. For the statue of Hermione, who seemed to have died, but was really kept in hiding by her lady-in-waiting. So Paulina is a lady-in-waiting to Hermione, now shown as statue, the work of that rare Italian master, Giulio Romano. Who is Giulio Romano? Daremo shiranai. Mina shirankao shiteimasu. Because Giulio Romano is not so rare after all. Giulio Romano is just a disciple of Raphael. Raphael is a famous Italian painter. But the only Italian painter, sculptor mentioned by Shakespeare in all his plays is Giulio Romano. Why? Here he is mentioned as a sculptor. Giulio Romano never did any sculpture. He's only famous for some paintings in the Apostolic Palace. But his paintings are not so worthwhile visiting, unless you are interested in seeing the paintings by the man mentioned in the Fuyu Monogatari. And then, why is he called Giulio Romano? Why? Because he is from Rome, Giulio Romano. And then Paulina tells the audience, it is required you do awake your faith. Desu shinko yobyo kosu yoni o susume itashimasu. Then to the statue she says, 'Tis time, descend, bestow no more, approach, bequeath to death your numbness, for from him, that is from death, dear life redeems you. As a miracle of resurrection. Desu ka gofukatsu no kiseki. And this is common to the tragic comedies. The tragic comedies all have a miracle of resurrection because, as I say, I have this book here, The Pattern in Shakespeare's Carpet. So T.S. Eliot no yumeina kotoba desu keredomo, T.S. Eliot says, if you know all the plays of Shakespeare very well, you will find in all of them a kind of pattern. T.S. Eliot himself never explains his meaning because he doesn't know the pattern. But I explain the meaning of Shakespeare's pattern in this book. I wish I could show this to T.S. Eliot. Please read my book. But sadly, T.S. Eliot died many, many years ago. So it's too late. Anyhow, it is a miracle of resurrection. The early plays, comedies, are joyful plays. The tragedies under King James are sorrowful plays. Joyful, sorrowful are followed in the pattern of the Holy Rosary by glorious mysteries. And so what characterizes the glorious mysteries is resurrection. So a theme common to all tragic comedies, following on joyful, sorrowful plays, as if Shakespeare is observing in his plays the three mysteries of the Holy Rosary. Why? What has Shakespeare to do with the Holy Rosary? Because for the Catholics, the recusant Catholics in Shakespeare's time, the only way they could gather was to recite the Rosary together, because they were not Shisai ga taranai no de, sai no kawari ni, gomiso no kawari ni, isho ni natte ロザリオを唱えるようにしました。そして Father Henry Garnet wrote a book called The Society of the Rosary。もしかしたらシェイクスピアも Society of the Rosary のメンバーであったかもしれない。ですから、the pattern in all Shakespeare's plays is the pattern of the Holy Rosary。ただ、残念なことに T.S. エリオットはカトリックではなかったので、ロザリオのことをあまり知らなかった。ですから、pattern in Shakespeare's carpet を知らなかった。そして最後に Hermione speaks. Strangely, Hermione says nothing to Leontes. They welcome each other, but Hermione speaks to Perdita. And she says, You gods, look down, and from your sacred vials pour your graces upon my daughter's head.Pour your graces upon my daughter's head. 一応この辺で終わりをいたします。